Hello and welcome. Today we're going to dive into something really cool. Basically, a map of your own inner world. It's a simple but powerful way to understand why we get stuck in our own heads, and maybe more importantly, how we can find our way out.
I mean, you know this feeling, right? That sense of being totally overwhelmed. Maybe you're replaying some argument over and over in your head, or you're stuck in traffic just fuming, and it feels like your whole day is just ruined. It's when the noise inside and the pressures outside all just merge into one big, inescapable reality.
Well, believe it or not, this simple-looking diagram right here is the key. It's a map that shows the relationship between three fundamental parts of you: your experience, your identity, and your awareness. And how these three things overlap, well, that defines your entire state of mind in any given moment.
So before we jump into the 5 states themselves, we really need to get clear on what these 3 core elements are. Think of them as the building blocks for this entire map of our inner world.
First up is experience. Now, think of this as just everything that's happening. It's the nonstop stream of thoughts, it's the physical feelings in your body, the sensations, and it's whatever situation you find yourself in. It's kind of like the weather of your life, always changing, always moving.
And this is absolutely crucial. Experience is the constant. It's always going to be happening. The only thing we can actually change is our relationship to it. And that's exactly what this map is all about. So let's start our journey at the beginning, a state that I think every single one of us is going to recognize. Honestly, it's where most of us spend a whole lot of our time. This is State 1 Foundation. And just look at the visual here. You see how the circle for your identity is almost completely swallowed by the circle of your experience. This is when you get some bad feedback at work, and you don't just have a problem. You believe you are the problem. You are a failure. You aren't feeling anger. You are the anger. You are the stress. And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? In the foundation state, circumstances feel completely all-consuming. It's like you're caught in a storm with absolutely no shelter. Your awareness is so swamped by the intensity of what's happening that it just can't give you any perspective at all.
But here's the good news. There is a path out. The next few states are all about building up that awareness and, finding your footing, even when the ground beneath you feels like it's shaking.
Okay, so let's move to Stage 2, Source. This is often the very first shift we feel. It's this subtle little glimpse of something stable deep underneath all the chaos. It's that quiet part of you that's just there. It's there when you're anxious. It's there when you're excited. You start to notice this quiet presence that isn't really touched by all the drama of your day-to-day experience.
And what's so powerful about this state is realizing this awareness isn't something new you have to go out and build. No, it was always here. You're just discovering it for the first time. Kind of like finding solid ground underneath really turbulent water. This brings us to the next step in the evolution, State 3, Witness. Now this is where you start to step beside the experience. A little bit of a gap opens up, creating what's called dual awareness. It's the huge shift from saying I am angry to I notice I am feeling anger. You can still feel that difficult emotion, but now some part of you can also just watch it.
So the really crucial point here is the experience itself hasn't necessarily changed. The stress might still be there, but your relationship to it, that has fundamentally shifted. Your identity is no longer completely fused with it. You've got some breathing room.
And this naturally leads us to State 4, Heart. This is where you really strengthen that witness muscle. It's all about holding steady even when the pressure gets turned up. Look at those arrows on the slide. They represent all of life's challenges pushing against you. In the heart state, your awareness stays stable, right beside the experience, even when it's under all that load.
This is where that dual awareness you found in the witness state becomes more robust. It's not just a fleeting glimpse anymore. It's a stable capacity. It means you can get that same criticism at work and, yeah, it might still sting a bit, but it doesn't send you into a tailspin for the entire rest of the day.
Okay, this is a perfect spot to just pause and recap. This table lays it out so clearly. You start in foundation where your identity is inside the experience and awareness is just overwhelmed. Then you shift to source where you feel it underneath. Then in witness and heart, your identity moves to be beside the experience, with awareness first just popping up and then becoming stable. You see that progression? It's pretty cool.
So where does all this lead? I mean, what happens when this capacity for awareness really and truly matures? Well, that brings us to the final state, the culmination of this whole journey.
Welcome to State 5, Integrated. Now check this out. What's so interesting here is the complete reversal of how things work. Awareness is no longer this little dot inside or beside your experience. Instead,
Your awareness has become this vast, expanding container that actually holds your experience within it.
And this right here is the ultimate takeaway. In the integrated state, awareness is the constant. It just remains. Your sense of identity can shift, your experiences will absolutely keep flowing and changing, but the container of your awareness is what holds it all together.
Now, it would be easy to think that the goal is just to get to this integrated state and, live there forever. But this framework has a much more compassionate and, frankly, a much more realistic wisdom to offer.
Because let's be real for a second. Life happens. We get triggered, we get totally overwhelmed, we fall back into our old patterns. So, does that mean we failed? Was the whole journey for nothing?
Absolutely not. And this, to me, is the most profound part of the entire map. Look at this diagram of the integrated cycle. It shows that once you've cultivated that container of awareness, even returning to the feeling of being in that foundation state is just another experience happening inside of your awareness.
Just let that one sink in for a minute. Returning to foundation isn't failure, awareness stays. The overwhelm itself just becomes another cloud passing through the vast sky of your awareness. It is not a step backward. It's not a regression. It's a testament to how much your capacity has grown. And that right there might just be the most freeing insight of all.